Since its release, Call of Duty Blackout has been a staple game for me and my mates to jump online after work, catch up, talk shit, and get in relationship-damaging fights over stupid things Dingus did to get us squad wiped. Idiot. And while I've had a great time in Apex and dipping in and out of Fortnite on Switch, there's something about Blackout which really clicks for me, and it's safe to say it's my favourite of the currently popular Battle Royales. The only problem is, I've played a lot of it, and I'm getting to the point where I've been itching for some changes. Thankfully, the devs have been working on limited time feature modes which mix up the core gameplay. The first season of this was pretty lackluster, with some basic modes like Ambush, a sniper melee focused game, and Down But Not Out, which gives teammates a chance to literally jump back in if at least one member of your squad stays alive. But the latest update, Operation Grand Heist, finally puts an interesting spin on the main game, and it's called Hot Pursuit. Here's how it works. While the main objective remains the same, be the last one standing in an ever-shrinking circle, Hot Pursuit brings a distinct cops versus robbers vibe by introducing muscle cars and police vehicles that add plenty of chaos. Keep in mind though, regardless of whichever side of the law you end up on, it's still every squad of 4 for themselves. And by including the aforementioned Down But Not Out mechanic, slow, tactical encounters quickly devolve into full-blown demolition derbies. So, if you're planning on making it anywhere near the final ring in Hot Pursuit, here are a couple of tips to help you channel either your best Michael Mann or Mike Lowry.
I think I done just got mad.
On the police side of things is an SUV that sits 4, the pre-existing ATV and helicopter, plus a patrol boat with a mounted gun. Being police vehicles, they all come with the appropriate bells and whistles, or sirens, I guess you could call them. When activated, a permanent sensor dart will show any nearby enemies on the minimap. Using the siren also points out enemies hooning about in vehicles, highlighting them with a huge beam of orange light and silhouetting them through terrain when nearby. Meanwhile, driving one of these hotted up hoonabouts has its own advantage. Once you're sitting in the driver's seat, tall beams of green light will indicate the location of loot crates and drops that contain highly sought after gear like gold weapons with full sets of attachments or heavy armor. Grab a muscle car as quickly as you can and get out to the nearest crate to load up on top gear early. Try and aim for sealed roads or petrol stations from the drop to give you the best chance of nabbing a sweet ride. Also, if your full squad can only find one getaway vehicle, the remaining 2 can jump on top and hitch a ride. Once you and your squad are all kitted up, it's time to give up that life of crime and start going straight. Straight to a police vehicle, that is. Heading for an SUV in particular will give you the best firepower, as it only requires 1 driver, while the other 3 can concentrate on focus firing on enemies, and looking really cool while hanging out the windows. While blasting the siren does help pinpoint enemies and vehicles, it also lets them know you're coming. So try only using it in short bursts to locate your perps without tipping them off. Then, once you're close enough to hear the roar of an enemy's V8, it's time to bring the noise. If you're in a high-speed shootout against another vehicle, or find yourself being harassed by one while on foot, the best weapon to have ready is an LMG. These have all had considerable damage buffs against vehicles since the latest update to even the odds. Although the old rocket launcher still comes in handy as well. Finally, when you do manage to make it to the last circle, you may want to consider ditching the ride and heading in on foot. Sure, you could try racing around the perimeter and hope everyone wipes each other out, but chances are you'll end up a flaming wreck before that ever happens. Stick to either slowly creeping in with the edge or bunkering down inside a structure. With higher drops of things like sensor darts, barricades and trophy systems, making a final stand is far less risky than trying to rack up a Carmageddon combo. Right now, there's actually nothing I'd rather be playing than Hot Pursuit. It's bittersweet knowing that it'll soon disappear before I grow bored of it too. Cynical folk out there are going to see this as Blackout desperately pandering to the gigantic Fortnite crowd with kidsy colourful modes, but the main Battle Royale mode is still there, untouched. And the developers should be lauded for creating concepts which help increase the longevity of the game for those of us who can't just thrive on being Shroud tier gods at shooters. Overall, Hot Pursuit has me hopeful that developers will continue kicking goals with some more creative takes on the genre that keep me and my friends gaming together, until we inevitably kill each other in real life.